I want to talk about 2000's your minimum. That could be scary. So talk a little bit about switching to that. I mean, the fear of how did you get out there and source clients that were willing to pay that, and what was included in that? Like, what was the value that you were providing?
So I'll go back for a second to that story about going on the bus to Manhattan. When I was on the bus, that is actually when my LinkedIn journey began. So this is probably like July or August of 2021. And I just started posting on the bus. I never, to this day, never posted anything like hire me. You know, I do taxes. I was never the intent. I'm not interested in that. I was always posting valuable stuff. Initially, it was towards people who were like me, staff, seniors, managers in public accounting firms, giving them tips. I called it bus thoughts. And literally it was bus thoughts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever I'd be on the bus, I would do that, interact with some people, get to the office, do my work and whatever. And over time that evolved into many things. And just because people saw that I was very authentic with my posting, they connected with me. And so that, where I'm going with all this, is unintentionally created, this network of people that just said, hey, I want to somehow work with you. This would be like financial advisors, attorneys, all these folks who hang out on LinkedIn and stuff like that. I'd say, hey, can we just chat? And then we became referral, like not partners, but just literally friends a lot of times. I've since then been doing networking events of my own. I've created, YouTube channels, all that kind of stuff. And so they would just come out to my events and we would literally just hang out and kind of party somewhat and, and do that. And then, the business came after that. But primarily my firm grew with just word of mouth, referrals from clients, and then folks who just sent me business through LinkedIn. And to the point, I think the one thing I didn't get to was the 2000 being scary. Yes, 2000 is scary. Over time, it grew as my workload grew, so my workload would grow. And then I would say, okay, like, am I happy with these kind of clients? Yes, then fine, continue. And then I started seeing that the lower end clients would be taking up so much more of my time than the higher end client. And it's a disservice to the higher end clients. I fired probably in 1 year, probably about 10 to 15 clients.